What's going on, Goobersmoochers? Coach Malcolm with Brawn and Bodybuilding. I'm going to be reacting to Dorian Yates' Blood and Guts back and rear delts workout. A little backstory. I actually found Dorian Yates when I first started lifting about 8 years ago, probably. I had been to the gym off and on throughout that time, but Dorian Yates specifically completely revamped the way I trained, the way I viewed training, the way I viewed nutrition, but then also how I viewed bodybuilding. And it's one of those things that it was like an epiphany that, you know, I couldn't skateboard anymore, just too many injuries, and I needed something that would create a better outlet. And I was doing music too. I still do music on the side, but I don't know. I just couldn't really see myself fulfilling it as a career, but bodybuilding and being a bodybuilding coach gave me such a new way of life and the way of viewing things. And Dorian Yates was a huge pivotal figure that gave me that drive to want to be a bodybuilding coach and to be a bodybuilder myself. I love his training philosophy. I think he's an awesome person. I love the way his mind works. And yeah, I'm going to get into this. I'm going to watch his workout, see how well he structured things back in the day. I watched Blood and Guts a long time ago. It's been a long time since I watched it, so I found a clip here to kind of go over and see if we learn any new things and kind of what we get out of it. But yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get nasty! Let's get nasty!
I love his training partner.
Let's go on! Let's keep going back, come on!
Those pullovers are really hard to do, especially if you do it supinated grip like that.
Yes, come on!
But
Let's go again!
all right, so what he's doing here is a lat pullover, but he's doing it supinated grip. A lot of machines nowadays make it very difficult for you to get a solid hand placement for you to be able to get into this type of grip. Even if you do pronated on top of the bars, you do get a lot of benefit, but the unfortunate thing is it tends to activate your chest and triceps a lot more. The way he's doing it, it completely isolates the back because it overly lengthens how much your lats stretch out. So like even if you did this and feel that, you can already feel your lats pulling. So if you have a machine to where you can do the supinated grip, it's going to work your lats really good. I love this machine. I've always been a big fan of it. But trying to find the right machine to be able to do a supinated grip like this, and the way his technique is, as he's going all the way down, squeezing at the bottom, feeling the eccentric, but then at the same time going all the way back up to fully lengthen out the lats. It's insane. And his training partner is a big pivotal reason why Dorian Yates pushed harder than he normally would. He always worked hard, but this guy just pushed him to the extra mile. So if you do get a chance, by all means, find a training partner that's going to push you. That's going to help you significantly. I know we all work hard in the gym, but having a training partner, or even a coach, like, they'll push you to the next level. And his training mindset is not for the weak. Yeah, that is past failure. He couldn't get more reps out even if he wanted to. Again, he's doing supinated on the high row. All right, let's back it up. So he's got, it looks like 3 plates on the back. He's doing a high row. So a lot of high rows, unfortunately, don't have the attachments where they face towards the forehead. They mostly face out and forward like this, so you can't really grab it in a supinated grip way. If you can get handles that come off the top of the actual attachment on the high row, and then you're able to supinate the grip like that, that's when it can actually work. Supinating the wrists like this, so supination is where the palms are facing the air, the ceiling, and pronation is the palms facing the ground. So when you're doing supination, when it comes to any type of like high row or what he was doing before, which is a lat pullover, it automatically puts the lats in a pre-stretch position in the the starting point, and then coming all the way down with the concentric and squeezing at the bottom emphasizes the mind muscle connection of you actually focusing on the lats. And then when you're coming all the way back up with the eccentric part of the motion, it is continuously stretching and stretching those lats, and it's keeping your lats in that tension point to where they don't loosen up. You're constantly in tension. So doing it like that makes it even harder. The fact that he's doing it with 3 plates is insane. I could do 3 plates with regular pronation, but with the supinated grip, you're going to lower the weight because it's a lot more difficult than what people realize. Good squeeze at the bottom.
That's it. Bring it in. Yes. Again like that. Squeeze it.
You notice how he has a big chest?
Let's go again.
That allows you to actually focus on lats
Oh, that's you. Let's go again.
full tension.
Come on. Awesome pull now. Squeeze it. Yeah. Okay, we go again, man. Put it in. Come on, finish it. Finish it.
All right, so what his training partner was doing, I think his name is Nate, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. He had Dorian go all the way full bore on all of his reps. Usually Dorian kept it around 8 to 12 reps. He even said, correct me if I'm wrong, he even said if he can get to 10 reps, that means the weight is too light. And if he's forcing himself to get to 8, that's when he knows that he's pushing his body to create that stretch, to allow the muscle fibers themselves, the actin and the myosin, pulling against each other to within the sarcomeres, the Z-line formation, to allow it to create those extra tears in the muscle. And when you say tears in the muscle, that doesn't mean like it's causing detrimental injury towards your muscle growth. What it means is that it's ripping the muscle itself, tearing it in micro tear formations, so that way it can use the amino acids to be able to create extra muscle itself. It's kind of the way I understand it, and allowing it to actually grow. So like when you're stretching a rubber band, you keep stretching it, it basically starts loosening up, and it just allows it to get that much longer. And it's the same thing with muscles, where you start stretching it out that much, it allows your body to create the adaptation it needs to be able to handle that weight again, and then you add more weight, and then you add more weight, and it's progressive overload.
Fire!
All right,
Let's see it!
bent over rows,
No mercy, man!
bent over barbell rows, 4 plates on it. Oof. Done 2.
Let's see that form again!
4 is insane. Ooh, that's good. All the way down, lifts up a little bit. Okay, so this is a bent over barbell row. So the way that Dorian's technique is that he's stretched all the way down. He's bent over slightly above 90, but he's still in a pre-stretch position for his lats, as well as his rhomboids, his upper traps, and the other parts of the upper back, his rear delts, to be able to get a full stretch, full contraction. But the cool thing about what he's doing is, and he's even said that he does this with all of his back movements, is that when he comes up for the concentric part of the motion, he arcs his back a little bit, so it forces more tension in the back musculature that he's trying to work. So if you notice, goes up a little bit, goes back down, goes up a little bit, goes back down. So that right there is the proper way to do a bent over barbell row. You can go completely 90 over. It just depends on if you're taxing your erector spinae muscles, the Christmas tree, if you will, the lower part of your back where the lumbar spine is. But if you're just slightly above 90, that's absolutely fine. As long as you feel the contraction in your lats, your rhomboids, your rear delts, and your upper traps. Not like up here in your trap area, but a little bit more in the middle part and lower part, which connects to the lats and the rhomboids. That's where you would want it. Absolutely phenomenal technique. All right, so it looks like he's just doing a row, lateral.
That's it!
Yep. Full stretch.
Yes!
All right, so if you notice, he has the attachment just slightly below the halfway point of his chest, so it's right at his nipple line, which is really good because it allows you to kind of arc forward, turn your body a little bit, and gives you enough area to be able to stretch your lat as well as your rear delts to be able to get that full stretch position. And then when he comes back, he slightly pulls back and then he contracts. He doesn't pull all the way back like this. He just pulls like this and then contracts. He kind of arcs his back in like this. Watch.
One.
Yep.
That's it. Let's go. Pull it in.
Turning the shoulder in.
Let's go again. Let's go again.
Yep.
One more. One more. For the mass. Bring it on. Bring it on. Yes.
That's nuts.
That's side.
He's doing it unilaterally, which is one on each side, so that way he can get the full stretch. Because if you do both, you can't really be able to get that type of contraction he's trying to get right there. God. It's an absolute unit. Still my favorite bodybuilder of all time. I absolutely love Dorian Yates. Alright, so now he's doing rear delt flies.
Pull and squeeze.
Yep. Okay. So as you can tell, he's laying on a platform. He's pushing his feet into the wall. I'm guessing it's just because it's so close to the wall, he has to put his feet there. If you have a machine like this, it works great. If you don't, you can do cable rear delt flies. So you bend all the way over. I have a video on this. You bend all the way forward at a 90. Reach down with the cable all the way down at the bottom of the cable machine. Reach forward like this and then pull. Here, as you can tell, he's completely laying prone. And when he lifts up, he's not lifting his chest up. He's just lifting the rear delt up, and he's completely forming the tension. And he's got his arms slightly bent, as you can tell. So with his arms slightly bent, it allows you to be able to focus completely on the rear delt musculature. So right there. So if you can see that I'm pointing at his rear delts, it's absolute contraction. This would be brutal because there's no give. Like, you're laying down prone and you can't use anything else but your rear delts. That would be rough. Beautiful technique. So he's going up, holding it slightly, and then coming down nice and slow, keeping that time under tension within the rear delts.
Christmas time now. For the lower back.
Christmas time.
That's better. That's the way.
Yep. All right. So as you can tell, he's doing back extensions. So it looks like he's holding the leg so that way he doesn't slip out. But then he also has a bar. It looks like it's probably about, well, if it's a 45-pound bar, those look like 25, so it's 90. So he's doing roughly 95 pounds with that, and that would be hard as hell, especially since he's already in the pre-stretch position. And then he's coming up, and then he's arcing his back and fully contracting the lower part of his back, the Christmas tree, if you will. That's why he said it's Christmas time. And this is really good for building strength in the rector spinae muscles, which helps with being able to handle you standing upright. Really focusing on that will take away a lot of your back pain over time. Just learning how to do back extensions correctly. So basically, you lay down at a full, I guess 90. You can technically call that 90. Then when you're coming up, you're pushing the pelvis forward, and then you're arcing the back. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Point it up, squeeze it. One in the last exercise, man. One on the.
Oh, deadlifts, nice. Oh, no. Well, it's RDLs. So basically what he's doing RDLs. I had to look at that for a second. I was like, what the hell is he doing? And I realized he's doing RDLs with the barbell. So basically the trick with this one is that you have a slight bend in the knees, and then you're pushing back with your glutes, and then lifting your butt up when you're going down, and then when you're coming back up, you're contracting the glutes and the erector spinae to push forward and lifting up without using your arms, because you can actually detach your bicep if you lift with your bicep. So I don't recommend that. He's just holding it. That looks like that's the end of it. But from what I can tell is that with that specifically, with the RDL that he was doing, so it's a RDL with it's Romanian deadlifts with a barbell. And basically the way it works is that you're slightly bending the knees a little bit, and then you're bending as far forward as you can. You don't want to touch all the way down, because then you're not really taxing your lower back and glutes and hamstrings as much, because you want to keep tension. Once you touch the ground, it takes the tension away. That's why he has a slight bend in the knees compared to like a conventional deadlift. So basically it's you bending. As you're bending forward, you are pushing your glutes and your ass back, and then lifting it up at the same time. And you're not bending the knees. It's all literally in the hamstrings, the glutes, and the rear, the lower part of your back erector spinae muscle, complete contraction all the way through. And yeah, doing that has helped take away a lot of my back pain. And just because it's stretching out the lower part of your back, the glutes and the hamstrings. So throw that in your system when it comes to doing any type of legs and lower back, because it's both. It's working all three of those muscles. So the hamstrings, the gluteus maximus and medius, and then your erector spinae muscles. It all depends on your personal range of motion, how you feel the contraction best, and realize that it's your journey. Like, seeing these guys do their thing is awesome, but if that movement doesn't work well for you, then don't do it. I love Dorian Yates. Still my favorite. He always will be my favorite. I think he is he the greatest bodybuilder of all time? I don't know. He's one that started the mass monsters, so honestly, we can't really take anything from him. If it wasn't for guys like him, Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, and all those other guys wouldn't exist, because he paved the way and created this whole large size movement. But honestly, I love Dorian Yates. I love what he does. Literally, he's the perfect bodybuilder, in my opinion. But yeah, this is Coach Malcolm. It's been great watching these videos with you. If you have any critiques or anything like that, if I'm off base on something, like, let me know in the comments. Like, I'm here to learn too. Like, just because I'm a bodybuilding coach doesn't mean I'm infallible. I love learning. So if you have different techniques or you have other ideas for different videos I should watch or check out, I would absolutely love to do that. But honestly, it's been great, and I appreciate all of you, and have a wonderful day.